Yo! Been a while since I've done Lord of the Rings at night. So I understand this game got updated quite a bit since I last played around like 5-6 months ago. So that's pretty sick. Looks like the anniversary's here. Oh wait, yeah, I'll just finish now. That's fine. Woo! Map debris, gift box. Wow, ton of fireworks. Very cool. Okay, let's see here. I understand that they did some with the UI since I've been gone. Oh yeah, the map's way different. Dang, this is small now. Oh yeah, the map is way different now. Huh. Yeah, okay. I mean, will it always have that border? Where's a new area? Yeah, it will. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, I am here Pre-Rohan. I don't know what I need to do, honestly. I see the game still lags a bit. So what am I doing here? I need to complete this so I can continue the story. Okay. Oh, that's right. We were going through the Pre-Rohan area and we discovered the Nazgul Legolas shot down when they were crossing the Anduin. Gotcha, okay. So let's go do these quests today. How I'll actually get into Rohan, but you know, be cool. Oh, I probably need to equip the turtle stone, right? Here soon. Oh. Do I need this? Refining. Medium. Smelting. So I need Rider Mark, not Callan. Whatever. Callanard. Okay.
I have spied upon a camp of the Kundala here in the Brownlands.
Through all this you say, I'm Gamel of Stangard. I've spied upon a camp of Kundalar here in the Brownlands. The Easterlings have gathered in greater numbers for some time. Okay. Defeat many. Sure thing. Oh. What? Oh, inspiring presence. Okay. Yes, you count. So I need to look for shouters. Okay. Quest item. Bring the strange medallion to one of the Rohirrim border guard. Okay. Why is the text so large and everything else so small? Oh, I have new mail that I can't access. That's okay. Make sure I don't need that metal. I didn't actually check. Eastman. Okay, no, I'm good. I'm glad they haven't changed my rotation since I last played, otherwise I wouldn't know what to do. even though this is pretty easy. Oh, am I still on Fearless? Yeah, I am. Huh. Whoa. Okay, that's insane. Don't ever do that to me again. Thunderous voice. Right, this should tell me where the shouters are once I'm... What? What? I guess I wasn't monitoring my health. That's my own fault.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
The Waldo Rumble. Sure. So I need
These lands are not to be traveled lightly.
Let's see here. Am I good to sell all this? Yes.
You aid the Brotherhoods.
Brotherhoods?
Rohirrim have need of your services.
Nah. Why is the text so large on that, but everything else is so small? Gladriel? Have need of you, my adventuring friend, and Karis Galadhon. Come meet me outside the house of Celeborn, my husband, and we will speak of the things I have seen in my mirror. This will begin Volume 3, Book 7 of the epic story. Completion of Book 6 is strongly encouraged, but not required. If you progress Book 7 of the epic story, you'll eventually obtain a war steed. Okay. So I will put on the tortoise stone then now. Oh, what I get for leveling up? I got a class point, and that seems to be it. Oh, I have 3 points available here. Oh, jeez. Increase might? What is my might? Would that be a significant amount? I don't care about the hamstring. Blade skill damage. So that's basically everything but the shouting, right? Oh, and the bow skill. I mean, that seems good. Oh, it takes 2 points. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting my fun with all this. It's been a while. So I need to go south to find the message shouter. Somewhere back here. Whoa. I discovered a Lash Craig. Message shouter. Catmaster. Can I jump the wall? No. Oh? Yes. Oh, there we go. Found one. need another message shouter. Warrior. Catmaster. Ooh. That's a unique. Don't want to mess with him. Ah, I see one. The arrow fly. Nice. Let's get out of here. Just take to the road. The road disappeared immediately. Very good. Inspiring presence? Oh, do I have to go talk to him? Yes. Okay.
I do not like this. Kundala are too near to Stangard.
If this Korra 810 continues to inspire their forces, it will not be long before they march. Gamel's lips form a thin line as he considers the garrison's chances of repelling such an Easterling invasion. I thought of something while you were bringing justice to the Easterlings. The word Korritan. I think it is not a name. It is much in common with the word for black cloak. But Kundalar don't wear such things. Do you think they are inspired by sorcery? The Nazgul. Okay. Oh, I guess I should update the title, but don't know how to do that on YouTube, so oh well. Shrug. Say I tried. So I need to go past this camp. The Tick Botok. So for this quest I need geez, that is like blurry for me. Oh god, glasses can't come here soon enough.
Would you do something for me?
Ministry, is that one of them? I don't see it, so maybe not you. Oh. Elder Brat.
Something has made the Gredbig here more aggressive than they used to be.
You defeated some of them before we went to the Brownlands. Did you notice anything unusual about them? Well, I have. On my way back from the carcass of the beast, I was set upon a group of Gredbig. I fought them off, but I noticed something peculiar. As they lay twitching beneath my sword strokes, their blood seemed to boil, like water over a roiling flame. Is this the cause of their newfound aggressiveness? I want you to defeat some and collect their blood. Okay. we'll try and find some. Hot to the touch. Bubbles, but is no longer boiling. Zero's mega stun bird. Just birch counts. It's a special type of wood. Man, I feel like birch should be way sooner. Come here, bug. One more. Okay, let's look.
Interesting. Seems that whatever causes blood to boil has moved on.
What type of creature could have caused this effect? Whatever it may be, its presence alone was enough to make the blood of the Gredbig roil and bubble. And when it moved on, the blood gradually ceased. What evil is this? That its mere presence can so enrage creatures of nature. The Nazgul. Oh. Is this...
Might I take a moment of your time?
Next one? Sniffling Snape. Oh no, it's just showing me where I need to go. Okay, so these four are next. Alright, this way. We need to go to the Parth Cellbrink. Worm done? Yeah, I don't think that's where I'm trying. Yo, what's up, Scott? How's it going, man? Alright, almost there.
After you left, I went searching on my own, and, well...
Cerdic is having some trouble meeting your eyes. I'm not a coward, Threlvish. I've stood unblinking before a shrieking mass of goblins. and not given away before a charging warband of Kundular Easterlings. And I have even stood my ground when my wife was in one of her tempers. Well, mostly. But at certain sights on the battlefield, my courage was quite drained away. I felt uneasy, and everything seemed to get cold. Will you go to some of these sites? I'll mark them on your map. Look at the rubble of a... Okay, I just need to increase this. Look at the rumble of a crumbling corner in Os Celebrant, a grassy ledge overlooking the fast-flowing river, by one of the stone bridges over the river. I want to know what is happening out there. I'm ashamed to have felt that way. There must be a reason. Let's see. Very well. Pleased to see you streaming. Yeah, I haven't been available to stream at this time. Dealing with the life-related matters. But glad everything's settling down now, so I can. Wait, why is my mount well fed? Seems like I'll need to go into this, not just the outskirts. Okay. So be it. Good. So around this corner, Iceworn Sea. Ah, enemy. Loose stones crunch underfoot, but you do not feel anything out of the ordinary. Let's go quite deep into the fallen city now. Should be fine if I go over here, maybe? Yes. Very good. The river rushes past far beneath you, but you feel nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Stone bridge. Should probably just fight my way through. There's no telling if I can. Oh, this is a dead end. Well then, I'll just jump into the river. By jump, I mean slide. Right, where is this debris by the bridge? On the bridge itself. Feel nothing unusual. Your prey did not travel this way. So Surdik is just a coward. This away, this away. Steal this hole.
Did you experience anything strange while you explored the sites?
You recount what you saw at each of the locations Sirdik pointed out. He seems to be quite relieved. It was not all in my head then. Good. Thank you for setting my mind at ease. Whatever it was that instilled me in such uncommon fear may have moved on. But it was good to see it still had an effect on those sights. I knew I was no coward. The word Nazgul dances at the forefront of your mind. If he knew the truth of what came so near to him, he would not be so shamed by the fear that filled him. I thought we didn't find anything unusual at the sites. Are you telling me we did now? Sell that.
It is wise for wanderers to equip themselves well.
Oh, the 12-year gift box. Very cool. I think 8 of those years I only logged on for the anniversary, then logged off and uninstalled. The first 4 were the first 4. Oh, I'm going to have to get off of my goat for the worst stuff, huh, Rohan?
I saw something on the shore, but when I approached, it fled.
It was dark as pitch in cold watches of the night, and I walked the shore of the Anduin. I thought I saw, no, I did see, a dark patch of shadow in the space between the trees. When I approached, it fled. It moved with a lurching step, sliding low upon the ground, but it moved quickly, and for some reason I cannot explain, I was loath to close the distance. I lost it in the dark. But I know the name of this apparition. Lemthir looks from side to side and then speaks in a voice barely above a whisper. Its name is Nazgul. Bring word to Fimloth at Haldirith that one of those fell creatures is loose. Okay. Okie dokie. Shape of the shore. Okay, actually where I need to go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Hello, Femloth.
Are you sure? I'm Nazgul?
Femloth stares off into the distance for a time, deep in thought. Then she shakes her head and turns back to you. This is disturbing news, but I believe a single one of the 9 cannot endanger Lothlorien, not while Lady Galadriel retains her power, and she does. You need not worry on that account. All of the 9 together would pose a more serious threat, but Our Lady still governs, and her power still keeps the borders of Lorien safe. Thank you for these tidings from Limthir, but it seems to me this Nazgul poses more danger to the men south of here than to the elves north of here, in the Golden Wood. Okay. Now the elves know? Where is scouting the way on here? It's not on this map. Oh, that's Isengard. Same with the Pit of Iron. I need to go back over there before I start Rohan.
I have always prided myself on courage, but last night...
I should not be out here. I wanted to be a farmer, but my father said I should follow my older brothers, and, well, here I am. And last night, well, I can't explain it. Something spooked the goats, and I climbed up the ridge to investigate. That's when I heard it. Something was... how can I describe it? It was a sniffling sound, like someone with a cold, but there was something about that snuffling noise that made my blood run cold. And as I approached the milling goats, I saw that I was not the only one disturbed by the sound. The eyes of the goats were wild, and they stamped the ground, desperate to get away from... something. Something moved among them, low to the ground. It made no sound, but that snuffling, as if it was smelling for something. I ran and ran, and I feel as if my heart has only now calmed itself. If you decide to visit the goats at the enclosures to the north and to the southwest, use caution. That thing might come back. Hello, goats. Things here. Gosh, what could it be? Maybe the dead fell beast? Gasp. Hello, goats. Everything's fine.
I suppose I may have imagined it.
You didn't see anything there. Just goats. You know what Magla saw. The man is frightened enough without knowing the identity of the creature that sniffed so near to him that night. Nazgul. He is slowly becoming more calm, but is still shaken by the experience. I'm not cut out for this sort of thing. My brothers are bold and courageous, and would certainly not have been his friend. And my sister. She's a handmaiden at the Golden Hall in Edoras, and she would have marched right up to that, whatever it was, and given it a tongue lashing it would not soon forget, not like me. Ah, well, I am the one who's here. I'm doing my best. I hope my father and brothers and sister are proud, or will be. Thank you again, friend. Right then, we need to go to the town. Town. Epic. Well, I guess that could sprain your ankle, huh? Kind of a sharp. If you're not expecting it. In the tower? Oh no, outside. Okay. Yeah, outside the walls. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I cannot seem to clear my head.
Ifing shakes his head as if to try and clear it of cobwebs. He squints at you blearily. Where am I? I saw something, and then... Ifing tries to focus on your face. He finally manages it and takes a deep breath. It was dark, and I could not see far into the night, but I saw a figure in the darkness. I thought it was one of my men, returned from a patrol in Arrowsmead, but then it rather hissed at me. I approached and demanded that the stranger identify himself, but then everything went black. I fell down, and only now have I come back to my senses. The shape came from the northwest. I think atop that rising slope. You can look for it there if you'd like. I will stay here. I'm still not right, I fear. Oh. Nazgul. Wow.
Found a booted footprint? I wonder what it means.
Can you tell who it was that attacked me? You try to console Ifing and assure him that he is in no more danger. But you have few words of comfort. You know what it is that befell him. Ifing ran afoul of the Nazgul, succumbing to the black breath, the stench of death and foul instrument of the night. He is fortunate that the creature must have been hurried for some unknown reason, or he would certainly have been killed. He was lucky, but your fortune seems poor. The whereabouts of the Nazgul remain unknown. Oh. So, you're hunting the Fellowship. Spooky. So, let's get a travel back to the Brownlands.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Man, I'm tired. It's almost 10 p.m. my time. I don't know if I'm going to go long tonight or not, guys. Sorry. need to get used to night streaming again after doing stuff during the day. This reminds me very much of WoW Classic. Looks awesome. It's really funny you say that. This released around Burning Crusade, I believe, originally. Lord of the Rings Online. April 2007, yeah. And the Burning Crusade was also 2007. It seems like they were a couple months apart. So it's of that era. For sure. But this game didn't drastically change and get altered. And honestly, destroyed. It's been a nice experience. Going through this reminds me of the better times of life. They don't make games like this anymore, so much depth. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Everything is so streamlined. At a certain point, you have to wonder, are they even making games because they truly have a vision and want people to have fun in that vision? Or are they just chasing the profit? That's why I mainly only play indie games anymore. Indie games, you know, they know what they want. They don't necessarily do it well, but it's fun. And that's the important part. AAA games are just, well, this one mechanic fits in all these Venn diagrams, so we have to figure out a way to fit it into our game. Wow. It's said that 84% of all players would really like it if we had a dusty desert map. Make sure to add one by release, or your pay will get docked. Grr. Instead of, you know, just making a world where everything feels natural. But that's also one of the strengths of Lord of the Rings, right? I feel like there's only a few big IPs nowadays that can truly withstand... what's the word I want to use? Not besmirchment, but... Basically having shitty products recently developed for the IP. Like, I feel like Lord of the Rings and Warhammer are the only two IPs that can, well, that have, not, I should say can, that have survived, like, that sort of treatment. Lord of the Rings, you have that really bad Amazon show. And Warhammer, you have all those, interesting games. And bad books.
We have learned much of this creature, but not what we need to know.
Harry Potter's sort of gone down the toilet. Star Wars has shot itself in, well, the foot. Let's say foot and keep it closer to PG on that. Warcraft. Oh, they got California'd. Same with StarCraft. Same with Diablo. Three massive names. What else is a pretty game that I feel like, or IP in general? That's where it got destroyed. Because people wanted to adapt things for the modern times and not respect the wishes of the original author's intent that made people fall in love with something. I feel like I should just be pulling up my Steam library and searching that way. Yeah. Call of Duty, I guess you could say, is one of those. Even though I haven't played that since Modern Warfare 2, I believe?
We have learned much of this creature, but not what we need to know.
Where has its rider gone? And what cruel fate has kept us a step behind it at every turn?
The creature was looking for something. We need to think.
It brought us on a chase through these lands, but I cannot tell what it sought, or what it found, or if it found what it desired. We have no choice but to return to the village of the Horse Lords. I will wait outside while you speak with that man Horn. We are strangers in this land. He is not. He may know of a place we have not yet searched.
Let us talk on the way back to the village of the Horse Lords.
Has no one seen our new friend, or the Dunlending girl? I thought they would have returned to Stungard by now. Did some trouble befall them on the road?
Oh, great. Hey, that was a new loading screen, wasn't it? Just like, this map's new. I wonder what else is new. We have a long way to go. As much as I wish we did not need to refuge at the town of the Horse Lords, it seems we must. We have lost the trail of this creature, this wraith of which you speak, and until we can learn where it has gone, we are only wasting time. It is frustrating to know our purpose and be unable to accomplish it. Well, let us keep walking. I will tell you a story of Suvulk used to tell my brother and me when we were young. Long ago, there was a man who lived among the Horse Lords. He was wealthy and strong. His hair was dark, like that of my people. He had Dunlendish blood in his veins. He desired a marriage match between his son Wolf and the king of the Horse Lord's daughter. This king, Helm the Hated, refused Freka's offer with insult and violence. He lured Freka to a desolate place alone and slew him with treachery. Then, what is that? There'll be more. Let us get off the main path. Oh wait, isn't that didn't they do an animated movie about that recently? Like 2 years ago or something? I haven't watched it, so I'm not certain. Do you feel that? I don't feel safe here. Let us go among the rocks. Something is near. It must be the wraith we have sought. It makes my blood run cold. Yuna looks at you with wide eyes, and you are suddenly reminded that she has not had much experience with a creature of such evil. She puts her hand on the hilt of Wadu's sword, her sword, and her former fright is replaced with grim determination. We found it. Now what do we do with it? Where's Mordor? It's over here. I'm up here. Mordor's right here. Oh. I was supposed to be looking at something. Wounded Nazgul. I hear something. Look there, do you see it? Oh no. Wait. I should just lose this, right? Okay, it won't let me attack. So, epic. Nona's sword flashes with a bright light and the Nazgul flees. Oh, she has an enchanted blade, huh? The big one's running for his friends. Follow him. What's up, bro?
Why are you bothering me?
I will not run from you. I am your better. My people have powerful friends. I will show them how strong a man of the Kundalor can be. You want to bet? A woman's scream pierces the stillness. Nona is in trouble. Burning my hand holding this torch, the Nazgul shrinks away from the blazing fire. Nona lies crumpled on the ground before you, soaking in the blood from a sword wound in her side. She struggles weakly to speak. Threllfish, are you? The effort is too great for her. She needs the aid of a healer if she is to survive this wound. In the back of her mind, one worrying question refuses to go away. From what blade did she take this wound? Did an Eastern blade cause this injury, or was it the blade of the Nazgul? You prepare yourself for the long journey back to Stangard. Is everything alright? Nona's breathing is ragged and shallow. The gash in her side still bleeds around the cloths with which you tried to staunch it. When you brought her to Stangard, she was barely conscious. You found Horn near the entrance and begged for his people to tend to Nona's hurts. He sought out the leader of Stangard to see what could be done and has not yet returned. What were we saying? Rekka? Wolf? Avenged. What did she say? Oh, I know what it was. She mentioned Wolf. Dunlending traitor. His treacherous father tried to kill mighty Hel, and then the sun invaded Rohan and sat in Meduseld. Let her die, I say. Whatever made that sword stroke did my I did my best for you, but you are not going to be pleased. You do not understand why we should heal the hurts of this Dunlending girl. Eventually, he relented somewhat, and has agreed that our healer will do what they can. What? Heal the girl? Horn, this cannot be his decision. There is a condition. Our healer will see to the girl's wounds, but she must relinquish all claim to the sword she carries. It is a sword of Rohan. It belongs with us. In Stangard, that is the price of her life. I am sorry. This is the message I was given. Do not let them. Yona struggles to speak, but the effort is too great for her to make out the words. She beseeches you with wide eyes, but you cannot meet her stare. Your gaze keeps returning to the blood soaking the floor beneath her. She tries again. Wadus. It was. You cannot give the Rohirrim what they demand. There has to be another way. I would die first. Don't be a fool. Our healers can save your life. I know our people are enemies, but you should not die this way. How would you have me die? Not for a sword. Your friend is as hard-headed as the most stubborn of my folk. She could give Theoden King lessons in being headstrong. There has to be some other way. You spoke of the Elf Witch in the woods to the north along the Anduin. My people shun that place as a den of evil glamour. But if there was a power that could heal this girl... Horn glowers at you, his eyebrows knitted together angrily. A pox on her. I will not have her blood on my hands or on her own. Lead us to this Elf Witch. I have heard the tales. Perhaps she will be unable to bewitch me if I am expecting it. Why did you ever bring this girl to Stangard? This is not her place. Horn gazes into the middle distance, and in a quiet voice he continues. Stangard is a sword valued more highly than the life of a girl. That's where a man would willingly serve in such a place. He shakes his head and the urgency returns. Well, what are you waiting for? Let us go. Oh damn, we got here quick. I will never call my people distrustful again. The blindfold felt somewhat unnecessary to me. Only the most urgent of need has driven me here, and I would not want to return. Horn's face softens, and his brows creases with worry. Do you think the girl will recover? I saw the way those elves looked at her wound. Whatever they saw there, they did not like it. If it was not an Easterling blade, what does that mean for her? What is wrong? Have you seen this before? Yeah. Actually, I have. It stabbed Frodo. I've done what I can. I'm not doing that voice. The danger is past. The wound was deep, but it did not fester, and yet I did not wish to leave this girl to the care of my healers. The risk that her wound was caused by a Morgul blade, and that she could become a wraith like the creature you encountered that night, compelled me to heal her hurts personally. If that had proven the case, I would have ended her suffering. It would have been a mercy and a necessary to safeguard her Lothlorien and indeed all lands. Do you think me cruel? I am glad it did not come to that. I do not believe her wound was caused by a Morgul blade, and it is my hope and belief she will live. I am surprised. We will speak more of it later, away from the watchful ears. The girl Nona is sleeping. When she is awake, you will be brought to her. For now you should rest. Dream no troubling dreams. In Lothlorien, your rest will be peaceful. I am certain of it. What a relief! There's clearly some glamour on this land. I feel as if I could take on any foe and achieve victory, or cross any landscape, no matter the obstacle. Your elf witch works wonders. Only song could do justice to her powers of healing. The relief I feel is, it's overwhelming. This girl will live, unless it is rude to ask it. I would like to return to the forest floor now. I will return to Stengard but myself. But I would like to see you again. Once the girl is recovered, bring her as well. If I am to compose a song of your adventure, I will need both of your accounts.
Along the banks of the great river, you evaded a great evil, but not without cost. The girl Nona was brought before me, wounded and in pain. I did for her what I could, but her fate is not yet clear to me.
What? I'm allowed up here? I thought I wasn't allowed into the city because I didn't do all the side quests. I cheated myself in.
You have journeyed far and have come very close to death and sadness.
And yet still you skirt the gravest danger and come safely through the other side. I hope that our mutual friends fare as well. I told you earlier I had nothing to do with your dream, and this was true. But when you described your visions to me, I did not tell you everything I suspected. It seemed clear to me that your paths must cross one of the 9. I believed the girl would die. And yet, unbelievably, she did not. Either through your own actions or hers, you both escaped the clutches of the Nazgul. And neither through curious good fortune or powers unknown to me, our mutual friend seemed to have outdistanced its pursuit. But there is no rest for we who worry for their safety. The Nazgul is not the last danger they will face, and they and you are not free of evil's clutches just yet. Rest for a time, but not long.
It is nearly time for you to depart again.
Oh, you're kicking me out of the woods already? Damn, I just got here. You told me to rest. Cool. Furniture that I'll never use.
It is nearly time for you to depart again.
Within the woods of Lorien, guests of Lord Celeborn can recover from their hurts and toils of a long road. It is my hope this reprieve was of use to you. In these dark days, no time of rest is as long as we might wish it to be. It is nearly time for you to depart. With one motion of a lovely arm, Galadriel directs your gaze to the flets that cling to the bole of the tree. Nona has made as full a recovery as she could have, and a greater one than I expected. She is waiting for you at the ladder down from the flats. I have made it known that it is my will she will be permitted free. I have made it known that it is my will she be permitted free movement within the hedges of Caras Galadon. Show her the city of Galadrim. We will speak in my garden when she is satisfied. I haven't even seen your city. And you want me to be a tour guide? What the hell, man?
They tell me I was close to death. I remember very little of it.
I remember a creeping shadow, and a chill cold as ice, and her eyes narrow. The men of that town would not heal me unless I gave them my sword, but you spoke against it, and so did that man. What was his name? Horn? I should thank him for that kindness, even though he is one of the horse folk and we should not trust him too far. The Lady of the Elfwoods told me I could see her city before we departed, if I were well enough. I tell you I am. This place is a marvel, and though my people would not wish to live here, bring me to some of the notable locations and be my tour guide, you stupid dwarf. Alright, freaking human. I don't even know how to get around this place. I mean, the city's cool, I guess.
This is a place of quiet contemplation.
This is Celorlin. Celorlin? Whatever. The White Fountain of Karas Galadhon. It is a place of quiet contemplation, where elves of Lorien are free to enjoy the sound of the water in the pool and feel the soft breezes on the skin. Hurrian looks at Nona dismissively, and you can tell that, despite Galadriel's words, not every elf is pleased to have the Dunlending girl within the borders of Lorien. Others can admire the fountain as well, of course. Over here? Oh, ladder going up. Okay. Oh. My dog is barking. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, need to go further up? I guess so. I think I'll only be able to go another 40 minutes. Need to build up the stamina again to do late night streams.
We see so few visitors to Kara's Galathon.
That our hospitality is perhaps not what it should be. It must seem a very confusing place with flats built on multiple levels of the Great Mill Ring, with winding stairs and bridges crossing the breezy gaps. Anglamel laughs, a delicate and musical sound. You catch Nona's brief scowl at the airy tones. I have heard it said Karis Gladhan is a maze like as the cities of the dwarfs. But if this slander is true, at least our maze is above the ground. Okay, lady. Freaking elves. They don't appreciate some good mason work. In caves. In depths. They'll never understand the delicacy of mining into a pit without causing a freaking cave-in. Finding precious metal and ores that they seem to really care about, yet give us shit about mining. Screw the elves, man. I guess it's this ladder.
The Malon trees of LotRO are the mightiest to be found anywhere.
The waning years of Middle-earth. It was once not so, but the passage of time and the spreading of darkness has caused much that was once great to wither and diminish. So it would be with the elves, were we to stay. Already we have stayed too long. Ludhross looks sideways at Nona, but she seems not to notice. It will soon be the time of Man, and who can say how that race will deal with the challenge that lie ahead. These Millern support the Talain Galadrim, the flets on which much of the work in our city is done. Without them, little could be accomplished. I hope the same will not be said of the elves when we have departed.
Greetings to
Oh,
you.
hey! I have skills! To use the skill that you have trained, they must be assigned... Oh. Yes? Your quick slot page. Wow! Nice. Wow. So many skills. Oh, I can go further up. I guess, that area. Let's see if I can get the travel post here. The stable master. See if I can just, break into the city whenever I want.
Make of
Nice.
Amen.
Alright, human Dunlending. I'm handing you back off to the Lady of the Woods. Which is, over here somewhere? It's somewhere over here, surely? Oh, I remember going up that. Or down that, I should say. Okay, now where do I go? Wait a second. I seem to have gone up the wrong one. Yes. Very good. I'm lost then. Oh, was it that one? I think it was that one. Yeah, because it was next to the fountain. Oh, dang it. It was this. Okay. I should probably take off the turtle. Let's see. Oh, I sold my other pocket item. Oh, shoot. Oh. Well, I went to the wrong spot anyways. It was where I saw Gladriel, but it wasn't where I need to seek Gladriel. So how do I over here? Gladriel's Garden. Wow, you have a vision of this place at the beginning of the game. When you're on that little sleeping mat. Wow, Frodo was right here one time. Wow.
I hope you enjoyed your respite.
It brings me sadness to tell you it must be ended. I spoke to you once of the danger that awaited our mutual friend on their road. Their circumstances are hidden to me, but I have seen enough in my mirror to worry. Those few of the wise who know of their errand have known a simple truth since they departed. As they move further south, they move closer to a point of decision they can delay but not avoid. They cannot leave the great river without making this decision. Do they continue south and east to Mordor? Or do they pass through the cities of men and thereby take a longer road to the fire? The ring-bearer must go to Mordor, but who will choose to go with him? I fear for the company. peer into my mirror and see if the visions for you are as troubling as they are for Galadriel. Okay. I'm going to play Frodo Baggins! If it loads.
We always knew that the Company of the Ring would face the difficult decision of what road to take. We simply did not know how soon.
Oh no. I know what this is. Anything else I should avoid? No. Okay, how do I bring up my old layout? Hey, I remembered it. Golly gee, there's Sam, my gardener, and Merry and Pippin, my friends, and cousins. Gimli and... Oh boy. I think I know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. The East Wall, huh? We're at Amon Hen. Well, Frodo, the choice is upon us at last. In Rivendell you were appointed the bearer of great burden, and this company has escorted you through the wilderness, beneath the mountains and along the great river. All of us have done so in friendship, and with an understanding of the errand's great need. But now the path splits. Boromir has said from the beginning that his road leads to Minas Tirith, and the war against the shadow that must surely be coming. But that way is not the way to the fire, and it is to the fire that your burden must be carried. What is the fate of this company? Do we go to Boromir's city, to Minas Tirith, or do we cross the river and make for the land of the shadow? What should we do? Does no one wish to speak? Well, Frodo, you are the bearer and you must choose your own way. I cannot advise you in this. What is your decision? Frodo, you need time to decide, I understand. It is no easy decision. None of these have been easy decisions, if only Gandalf were here. I have tried to play his part as best as I can, but I am not he, and the ways of wisdom are shut to me. I am sorry, I cannot help you with this decision, Frodo, but it is yours to make, and I do not want to sway your mind one way or the other. So you'll have an hour, Frodo, and we will leave you alone to decide. We will stay here, and you may walk as you will, but do not stray out of call. There are orcs about. La-dee-la-dee-la-la-la. Walking northwest. I am Frodo. Tax there. Put on the ring. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Thoughts of Elrond rise in your mind. The ring you bear is the one, the ruling ring sought by Sauron above all else. The evil he could work with it would be incurable. It must be destroyed. There are those who would use the ring and not destroy it. The temptation to use the ring, even for good, is overwhelming. That is its power and its danger. The road to the fire is dangerous, but it is the only choice we can risk. Oh boy, I would wonder when third is going to be around. I sure do hope it's soon. Some rings there are that Sauron never touched, and they were not used for evil. They were used for growth and prosperity, and much beauty was wrought with these. The 3 elven rings belong to this worthwhile group. Remember the look of sadness on Galadriel's beautiful face when she spoke of this in Lothlorien. If you fail in your quest, Frodo Baggins, the workings of the 3 will be laid bare before Sauron, and he will control all. But if you should succeed, even then there will be little happiness for elves. We will diminish, and all that was wrought with the 3 shall fade. No choice is free from sadness for my people, Frodo. But Galadriel of Lorien would have happened what should happen. Even should it mean all her good works in this Middle Earth disappear and are forgotten. Disappear and are forgotten. Why did that tongue tie me? Goodbye, Frodo. Yeah, it's the time of the hobbits. The age of man and elf has ended. Let rise the hobbit ankle biters. And the dwarves, of course. The era of the short has come. Of Gandalf rise unbidden in your mind. Few know the inner strength of hobbits as I do, Frodo Baggins. Many, even among the wise, would think this task too much for you. But I have seen the bravery of a Baggins when put to the test, and I know you will do what you must. The memory of Gandalf's warm smile fills you with a deep regret. Yes, there's sadness on any difficult road. You must prepare for more if you are to face what must lie ahead. Your friends are dear to you, but you must be prepared for this truth, Frodo Baggins. Some of them may not return from this quest. Bro. You can't say this. You can't say this right now. If that is why you delay, the quest is already lost. You must decide, Frodo. Thoughts of Bilbo rise unbidden in your mind. Bro, my favorite character's about to die. I hate this. I hate this. Oh, Frodo, my lad, what have we gotten ourselves into? Trouble and bother? Your memory of the old hobbit makes you smile in spite of yourself, and you realize how badly you miss him. Something has to be done, Frodo, All these important people with their endless meetings and councils, weighing important matters, when all it needs is the appreciation of some good hobbit sense. You elves need to go to Mordor, Frodo, my boy. Isn't that so? As long as you have the ring, it is your burden to bear, as it was mine. Merry and Pippin and them, they would be fine. The others would watch out for them. If you bear the ring away, as it is your task to do, our friends will be in less danger. It will not be easy, Frodo, my boy, but it would be for the best. As long as our friends accompany you, their lives are in danger. You don't want that. Best to go alone to Mordor. Aragorn and Boromir are strong men, and they will take care of our friends. Gimli and Legolas will watch out for them as well. Sam will not understand, but in time he may forgive you. What did Elrond say in Rivendell? That it was perilous to study the arts of the enemy as Saruman did? That must be because they can corrupt even the purest of hearts, no matter its intention at the outset. Boromir? Frodo! There you are! I was worried about you! I know you said you wanted to be alone, Frodo, but you are simply too important to go wandering. If Aragorn is correct in his guess, it means the orcs have already crossed the river. They could be in the woods even now. May I stay and speak, now that I have found you? Back at camp, everything is endless arguments about where we should go. But you and I could decide much easier. With two, it need not be a tumult of voice. Yes, you hear the wisdom in it. I am glad, Frodo. I had feared you would not wish to speak to me, but it lightens my heart to know that you respect the wisdom of Gondor. For Gondor is where the greatest strength of men can be found, and is where the Dark Lord's gaze is most strong. If you were to come to Minas Tirith with me, we could protect Gondor. What do you say, Frodo? No? Why do you resist the course of wisdom? These elves and wizards speak only of hiding and sneaking, and they would have us destroy the very thing we need to defeat Sauron. Why do you listen to them, and not to me? It is my people who will pay the price for the future of this foolhardy errand. My people will pay, not yours. Hiding away in some hidden dell where the enemy will never find them, if he even thinks to look. But he looks at Gondor. Yes, he does, and he will kill its people, and they will look to me and ask why I was not able to protect them. And I will say I had this chance and I let it slip away. I know it is a heavy burden for you, Frodo. You are so small and weak. What if the ring had come to a man, a strong man of Gondor? Perhaps you could lend me the ring. Let me use it to save my people, and then I will give it back. How can you say that? You have the very thing we need to defeat the Dark Lord, but you refuse to use it. You run knowingly to your death, and you bring with you the only hope we ever had of surviving. This ring should be mine. Give it to me. Give it to me, you foolish halfling. You have no right to it. You will not give it to me. I will take it. I will take it by force. Don't do this, Boromir. What? Where did you go, cursed halfling? Escape from Boromir, Frodo. Run up the stairs to the east. Oh, okay. To the east. Oh, over there. You have destroyed us! You have doomed us all! Yo, what's up, Bilbo? Run, Frodo, up the steps! La-di-la-di-la. Boromir may not be able to see you, Frodo, but other things might. Oh, that's not good. Frodo, you do not know your danger. Sauron can sense the presence of the ring. He searches for you. Your heart is gripped with a sudden feeling of terror. You sense a malevolent presence searching. Sauron senses the ring.
Take it off, fool! Take it off! Take off the ring!
You managed to remove the ring. Now you know what you must do. Throw it into a river? The terror of your recent experience is still with you, but you conjure the kindly face of Gandalf from your memories to try and fight back the dread. You can almost hear his voice as clearly as when he spoke to you thusly in the library at Rivendell. There are a great many dangers facing Middle-earth, Frodo, and your ring is responsible, even indirectly, for all of them. The orcs of the Misty Mountains stir, and Lorien is threatened with fire. The horsemen of Rohan fight back the wolves of Isengard. Corsairs put to sea from Harad, and endless armies march from the east. The Mountain of Fire is aflame, and the Dark Lord's forces are in motion. There are men who stand against him, men like Boromir, son of the Steward of Gondor, and your companion. He and the men like him will fight for as long as they are able, but when all is finished, it seems to me they will simply be men. When all is finished, it seems to me they will be simply men. And for how long can men stand against such evil? No, Frodo. I fear that when all is reckoned, it will come down to one hobbit, after all, and the strength he himself can bring to bear. Perhaps that is always the way it was meant to be. You know what to do. Oh. What happened? Oh, it's loading? Sometime I don't read good too, bud. Hey man, I have a reason that I'm not reading well. I need glasses. And they're going to get here in like 2 to 3 weeks. So we'll see. Literally, I'll get to see.
This is one possibility among many. It is a troubling one, to be certain.
There may have need of your help, and I want you to travel south along the river Anduin, and to see what has befallen our mutual friends. None of the visions I have seen in the waters give me any hope that they have avoided the dangers into which they walk. If you can aid them in even the smallest way, it may be enough. Nona should go with you, if she still desires to do so. I have known her for just a short time, but I do not think she wishes for anything but to adventure with you. Let her be an aid to you on a dangerous road. What? But I have to go through Rohan, and the Rohirrim hate the Dunlendings. Are you sure that's smart, Lady Galadriel? Huh?
You will need a guide to bring you to the Falls of Rauros.
But few of my people ever travel that far. No, do not shake your head in frustration. There's a guide who will suffice. His name is Corydon, and he is the elder brother of Sigileth. Galadriel smiles sadly. Yes, I see you remember our fierce champion. Without her twin knives and the skill with which she wielded them, the efforts of the Golden Host might have come to naught in Mirkwood. Her death in the Battle of the Tower is cause for grief in all who knew her in Mirkwood. You will find her brother is cut from a similar cloth, but if Corydon shares her ability, he does not share her temperament. Find him on Talain Nedwil, on the eastern side of Karos Galadhan, and tell him you need him as a guide along the Anduin. He is not called Riverwalker for naught. He is more familiar with the lands through which the Anduin flows than any elf in Lorien. Key. Unclaimed reward. Okay, it's now Don't ever tell me that again. Up the ladder I go. Then another ladder I go.
The lady has spoken to me about this, and I would refuse her nothing.
But there is another reason I would help you. Corydon looks at you, his eyes shining with a curious look of gratitude. You are a friend to my sister Sigileth in Mirkwood. When the Hidden Guard and the Golden Host journeyed to the fastness of Dol Guldur, you fought alongside Sigileth. How many times did you save her life, or she yours? I do not know, but I am certain it was more than once, and I wish that the tides of fate had swept the two of you together during the final assault on the tower, rather than apart, for had the two of you been together on the stairs, perhaps she would have returned from Mirkwood. But it was not to be. That is the way of things. I would be honored to accompany you south along the Anduin. Sigileth's friends are mine as well. We will need supplies, boats and lembas and paddles. Speak to Bordhrist in Vangalf about acquiring such things as we will need. Bordhrist will be on the Talain Galadrin, and Vangalf will be near the surrounding hedge beneath the Talain Lorelloth, not far from the entrance to Karos Galadhan. Okay. Guess we're going down the river boat. Oh boy. I'm not built for boats. Built for the solid ground. I'm sure the elves won't complain too much if I throw up on them, right? Surely they know what they're getting themselves into. Guess I'll go down here.
The Lady Galadriel is wise to send Corydon as your guide.
You will need a boat for navigating the Anduin. Yes, I will provide one, and paddles beside. How many will be going with you? You tell Van Gelf the composition of your party, and she nods. The Lady Galadriel is wise to send Corydon with you. He is called the River Walker, you know, and his name truly given. He knows the lands on either side of the Anduin better than any elf I know. His sister, Sigileth, perished in Dol Guldur. We were not close, she and I, for she had a temper unlike anyone else, and to me, she was always sharp and stern. It is a shame what happened to her, even so. I'm certain she did great damage to her enemies before she fell, and that must be a consolation to Corydon in his grief. The boat and the paddles will be ready when the time comes for your departure. Good. Very good. Please be an actual working walkway up. And not just silly elf stairway that leads me to a dumb platform that doesn't connect to anything else. Can you do me that favor? Please, God. Okay.
I will give you enough lembas and other foodstuffs for 2 weeks.
You are preparing for a journey down the Anduin. You have come to the correct elf. I will supply you with enough lembas and other goods to make such a journey comfortably. Traveling by boat will require you to disembark occasionally. There is a portage way you will need to take around the rapids of Sarn Geper. Do not be foolish as to traverse those in the boats, and of course you will need to beach them before you reach the falls of Raros. It is a long climb down the cliff face, but I have heard that there was a way that was used of old. I will give you enough lembas and other foodstuff for 2 weeks. Corydon can cover that distance in 5 or 6 days. That should suffice. You're asking a lot of a game built on witchcraft and prayer. Witchcraft? Nay, friend. This game was built on pure love and paper scraps. That's what this game was built off of. And you can tell quite clearly that this game was made out of pure love, but also paper scraps. They truly appreciate the world, and it tells in every quest I've read, every monster I've slain, every geography correctly made on the map and the world itself that you move around. It's truly a love letter to Tolkien. The Connie's Pavilion? Oh wait, they stayed here. No. Hey, I think they forgot a hobbit on their journey. What's he doing here? Oh shit, Aragorn too. Okay, never mind. They're just all phased here. They should be at Amon Hen right now. That's not nearly as funny now. It's still kind of funny, but yeah. Up one more ladder, I guess? Man, I hate the ladder city. Why couldn't they just build in a hole?
The last time I traveled south, orcs were gathering on the river bank.
You have done as I asked. Good. The most important step of a journey occurs before you even leave home. The preparations for your departure. Make sure your weapons are cleaned and ready. The last time I traveled south, which was some weeks ago, orcs were gathering on the far shore of the Anduin. We may need to face them. Unfortunately, I lent my bow to Fimloth at Haldirith on my return from that journey. Perhaps we can stop by her encampment when we depart, and I can recover my bow from her. I will use a spare until then, but there is nothing quite like your familiar weapons, is there? Sigileth spoke often of her knives. Lanchigil and Egnasagil, and I feel the same way about my bow, though it has no name. My sister was always better with names. But now, you should return to the House of Celeborn and speak with your Dunlending friend. Tell her we are almost ready. Okie dokie. So what's the tally, if I can remember correctly, from 6 months ago? It's 75-25% basically of the elves being obnoxious assholes to actually helpful and belittling dwarves. I think that's the right tally. The ones in Mirkwood were incredibly annoying in that regard. Wait. Did I just run by her? She is not over there. Must be by the Lady of the Woods.
Wadu's sword is thirsty for more adventure.
I followed you here on behalf of Silver Dream, and I will follow you wherever your road leads. If our adventure ended today, I would have already quite a tale to tell Zuvaluk on my return. I cannot imagine what awaits us, but it will only add to the records of our deeds. Wadu's sword is thirsty for more adventure as well. If we come across more Easterlings or their fell ally, as we did in the swamps, I will be more than ready.
This land of elves is a long way from Enidwaith, a long way from my people.
I am grateful for the healing arts of Galadriel and her people, and for the lady's willingness for me to see her city. But there is something strange about this place. I must tell you the truth. It is no place for me. I want my feet upon the ground, and my foes in front of me. This land of elves is a long way from Enidwaith. A long way from my people. I'm ready to depart. Perhaps things will feel more familiar as we journey along the river. You will automatically travel to Haldirith, the Great River. What? Is that in Rohan? Haldirith the Great... Is it this town? No. Where's Haldirith? Uh-oh. Where is that? That's Thinglad, right? Oh, okay, it's this town right here. Okay, I just have to get my bearings, man. I don't want to just disappear, you know.
I lent my favorite bow to Fimloth, and now she has lost it.
Corridan lowers his voice and turns to his apologetic friend. No, Fimloth, I am not upset. If those orcs were as numerous as you report, you were right to flee. A bow is a bow, and the lives of my friends come first. I will search the woods of Thinglad for the orc that picked it up as you escaped. Are you of a mind to join the hunt? Your Dunlending friend has already agreed to fight the orcs with me as well. Perhaps we can make a game of it. The first of us to find my lost bow will be the victor, but I shall be the happiest of all to have the bow back in my hands. Alright, Elf, I will go get you your bow. If I can find any orc. A hue with axe. Please? That's a doe. That's a bear. Okay, I'm not finding any orcs. Ah, there we go. Where are the orcs? I must taste their black blood. That's a wolverine. We don't want those. Hunters? Orc warrior. Die! Wolverines, man. Not what I'm looking for. Ah, here we go. One more, one more. Renfair the Think-Lad Scout. Hiss Erden. Oh, I guess I'm not the one to find the bow, huh?
You did not find the bow. Nona and I did not either.
The orc that sees it must have already left this area. Pity. The spare doe does not fire as accurately as my other did. I am still a deadly shot. Do not worry on that score. Did you know how dangerous Nona is in combat? I did not think the Dunlendings were more than barbaric hill-dwelling men, but she is a deadly warrior indeed. I underestimated her, and will not do so again. If we are surprised by orcs as we journey further along the Anduin, I will be glad to have her along.
Whatever orc took the bow must have fled the area.
You did not find Corridon's bow. We did not either. He seemed surprised, but I was not. Whatever orc took the bow must have known an elf would come looking for it and fled the area. This orc is lucky it did, for its hunters numbered 3. Stout Axe, Ukluth, and Elf. Light alone could have saved it. I am sorry Corridon does not have his favorite bow, but I still enjoyed the hunt. Do you think you can humor me on one count? I understand we must hurry, but this should not take long.
Let us take a detour to Stungard, so I can thank Horn.
When we were last in this region, I was wounded in the swamp, and you brought me to the nearby outpost of the Horse Lords. I was a wounded enemy to everyone there save one, the Rohirrim man called Horn. He spoke on my behalf, and when you suggested that I be taken to Elfwoods for healing. You interrupt Nona at this point and tell her that it was actually Horn's idea. A confused look crosses her face. Really? Well, that is one more thing for which I should thank him. And that is what I want. A brief detour to the outpost of Stangard so I can give him my thanks. Perhaps you can have him meet me here. I do not think I would be welcome once again within their walls. Okay.
How can I be of service?
To Stangard. I think what I'm going to do is, whenever Quest tells me to go into Rohan proper, I'm gonna call it for the night at that point. Might be doing a couple short streams at night just to build up my stamina for all this reading again. As it has been like 6 months or so. Reading as in aloud, not just reading. I'm too busy to do this. Okay.
Looking for Horn? Good. Take him with you.
Take him and be gone. You'll find him up the hill. Okay. It's kind of a jerk thing to say, but let's go get Horn. Come to collect our token Rohirrim to guide us through the Rohirrim lands. Just like how we have one Dunlending and one elf and one dwarf. All we're missing is a hobbit.
How is the Dunlending girl? Did she survive?
You tell Horn that the healing arts of Galadriel were sufficient, and that Nona has come to Thingolad and wishes to thank him in person for his kind words and actions. Oh, I see. I am glad. Thorn seems conflicted about something. When you ask him if everything is alright, he sighs heavily. It seems there is no place for me anymore. I am no longer welcome in Stangard. My fellows feel that I have been somehow tainted by stepping foot within the Elfwoods, and by speaking on behalf of the Dunlending, well, they no longer trust me. They want me to leave by sunrise tomorrow. You ask if there's anything you can do to help. Well, I do not have many possessions. If you bring me my harp and my writing supplies, I'll be ready to go. My harp is in the tavern, and my writing supplies are in Wada's house, where I've been staying. Tavern is this door? No, that is the vault. This door? Oh, that's Wada's home. That's not the tavern. I mean, I doubt a vendor would have the pocket item I vendored 2 hours ago? Yeah, 2 hours ago. I guess it wouldn't hurt to check somewhere. Would you?
How may the Rohirrim be of service to you?
Crafting recipes.
Greetings. I'm
Probably
sure we
just
can be
need
of
a
mutual
generic
service to one
provisioner.
another.
to see. Okay. Well, I guess we can check right there real quick at the healer, hopefully. Who knows, maybe the pocket item will still be there.
How may the Rohirrim be of service to you?
No. Wait, what was that? Oh, I should be using that one now, right? Yeah. Then unlock you. Oh, horn?
I am not welcome in Stangard, but where can I go?
By order of Theoden King, I am not to return to Rohan until my term of service in Stangard is finished. Horn looks uncomfortable. Where are you traveling, Threlvish? Could you use another companion on the road? I do not wish to intrude, but I believe my place is with you and with the Dunlending girl for whom I gave up. Well, it was no life I gave up. I only did what was right, though my fellows failed to see it. You tell Horn that he is welcome to travel with you as far as he will. Thank you. I owe a great deal for this. An aimless life would ill suit me. Your goals are now mine, and the dangers you face I will face as well. The heck is a gorl? What is a gorl? A goal that you can grill? Coral goals? Back to Haldirith.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Trying to put on stupid accents while doing all this and it's screwing me up, man. What? Is it Thinglad fast travel? Yeah.
This confirms what I suspected about the Horse Lords. Cruel even to their own.
And are not deserving of our sympathies. I will speak with Horn, thank him for his words on my behalf, and give him my sorrow that he has suffered for me. But I will also tell him that he is now better off, and need shed no tears for his lost fellows. We will be ready to leave when Corridon says we should leave. Speak with him when you are ready.
Our band of companions grows.
A Dunlending girl, a Rohirrim man, an elf, and a dwarf. It sounds like a joke, does it not?
We will still fit in the one boat, but it will not be comfortable.
I do not think we should recruit any more companions unless you fancy swimming. Alright.
Let us go to the boat together. I have journeyed on the great river often, and know its swirls and eddies like no other elf.
That's
The
it?
river Anduin is as familiar to me as my own shadow, but it is still a journey of some days. We must stop here for the night.
That is far enough for today. Horn has already seen to the fire, and now we may sup and take some rest before the night watches begin. We will leave in the morning at first light. It is not good to travel further south on the Anduin at night, unless the need is considerable. The waters become treacherous the nearer you get to Sarn Geber. Rejoin our companions. It's a good fire and built quickly, Horn. Thank you, Corridon. The Elf Queen was right to send this guide with us. He knows the waters and how to keep a boat afloat, which is more than the daughter of Suvlik knows. Were up to me, I would lead us south on dry land with springy turf underfoot and no fear of foundering. I guess floundering would be work there as well, but okay, whatever. Nona lowers her voice, a rare event for the Dunlending. The boat is not large enough to keep us from speaking. But as you saw, this horse lord managed to avoid addressing me in any way once we were on the river. If he has a grievance with me, tell him to air it soon, so I may respond appropriately, with words or with Wadu's sword. I have become tired of his ability to look all around him, but not in my direction. You are fortunate to have friends among the elves. I would not want to make this journey without a guide, and Corridon appears to know what he is doing. But it is not seemly for a man of Rohan to mingle with elves, as you saw in Stangard. Of his kind, my people have little to say but this: long-lived and dangerous. They have more to say of the folk of Dunland, but none of it is kind, and it will not disturb the girl's ear with any of it. I regret Nona's ill welcome at Sangard when she had need of aid, though I understand its root. Her people and mine have a long unhappy history. I have no quarrel with her personally, but our shared friends and duties make us allies. Nothing more than that. We have some time before we should begin the night watches. Would you find some tale-telling agreeable? I find that weaving of a good story among companions around a fire can be a pleasant way to pass the time. Have a seat and listen. I grew up in the Golden Wood, but spent most of my time exploring the wilderness. My sister Sigileth stayed in Lorien for long years, but not in idleness. My skill was with the bow, but hers was with the knife. She made them herself, and each was deadlier than the last. I returned from a journey once, convinced I had become the greatest of archers. Is that so? I wager you cannot hit this wooden target from 50 paces. I accepted and strode 50 paces. When I turned to fire, I saw that my sister was right. She had hewn the target at its base, and it had fallen into the grass. We laughed and laughed. That is my tale. Do you have one to share? I can only choose the... Okay. So Mirkwood, Edenwaith, or here in the northern reaches of Rohan. Let's go with Dol Guldur. I am familiar with this tale as it involves... Oh! Is this an instance? Oh, you speak of your role fighting evil in Dol Guldur alongside the Golden Host. With this axe of Mithril, not even the ruler of this tower can keep Mazak a prisoner. You speak of Mazog and the acts of Ziggelberg. After a time, you come to the end of your story. I shall go next. My tale concerns King Fengil of Rohan, the grandfather of Theoden King. It is a sad tale. Given the happenings of late, you may find it interesting. King Fengil came to the throne when he was very young, and he ruled for 50 years. Though long his rule was ill-starred, he was prone to greed and made many enemies. In the last winter of his reign, he was hunting north of the Entwade on a cold afternoon. An elderly woman stumbled into his camp. She was lost and hungry.
"A scrap of bread, if you please, my mighty lord. I am lost and cold and hungry." "Who are you, crone, to beg from the crown? If you seek warm food in your belly, find some churl whose bed lies unwarmed. Or find some game and kill it yourself."
King Fengil threw his own dagger at her feet and sent her away into the dark night.
"This kindness of the horse lords, is it?"
Horn did say that Fengil was a foolish king.
"He did say that, and I say he spoke true, but it does not seem an uncommon trait among the horse lords."
The king's men were horrified, and they searched for the woman. They found her at dawn, frozen to death at the foot of a tall boulder, the king's dagger still in her hand. She had carved a curse into the face of the stone along with her name. Whatever that is. This is what she carved into the stone. "Feckless Fengil, fool, I name thee. Grief shall be the get of thy greed. No lord of your line shall live long. Upon thy seat no son shall settle. Kin in kingdom your craving hath killed, until the might of the mark is mended. Wargend." Horn sighs heavily and continues. King Fendel was furious, and he ordered Wergen's body burned and the stone destroyed, but no man of his company could move her, and every hammer and mattock that they set to the stone shattered on contact. King Fengil himself assailed the stone with a sword until the blade shattered and a shard pierced his thigh. The wound festered, and King Fengil died of poisoned blood on the first day of spring. Many in Rohan thought the curse was ended, but now that Prince Theodred is gone. Well, that is the end of the tale for now. I do not have flowery words or turns of praise that Corydon and this man Horn have. I write my tale in the hide of my enemies, and Wadu's sword as my quill. I have no story to tell. Everyone has a story, Nona. What is the origin of the sword you bear? The horse motif is not of your people. The sword came to my brother Wadu. He used it to slay a great beast. What was this beast? A large animal of some kind, a bear. It was a great Gwyber, the mighty dragon spawn of the mountain. Can it be? I know of no such creature. There is much about my land and people you do not know. That may be so, Nona. I am sorry if I have offended you. Your brother must have been a great man to defeat such a foe.
He was.
I think that is enough tale spinning for one night. I will take first watch and I will wake you when it is yours. We'll set out again tomorrow at first light. We leave at first light.
Behold, the Argonath. the pillars of the kings.
Wow. The Pillar of the Kings. Looks a lot better like this. Oh, we're in a new region. Level 77. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna call it here. We're officially in Rohan. Very cool. Yeah, officially in Rohan. So, this was my first stream back at night. Hopefully everything went well. I'll try and do Lord of the Rings more, but I'm uncertain if I'm available every, as is life and duties and responsibilities and stuff like that. I'll try and do it at least a couple times a week. So thank you for watching, and hopefully Rohan's a good expansion. Have a great night. Goodbye.